Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Candelabra stream hosted by Dolphin. Candelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Candelabra Games on Twitch and Candelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at LewDolphin21 on Twitter, and on Twitch and YouTube it's LewDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, and you can find more information on those games at Candelabra.com. Alright, so here we are back to Sentinels, as we have been for the past while. We're gonna do one-shots in some capacity. We didn't do last week's one because we were doing the... Oh, and also this one. That was the one that was fixed, right? Oh, it says completed. I don't know, wait, it's not showing up in the collection, though. It says completed. Now the mint's there. It's the mint cover that's flying around. Hi, John. Welcome to Let's Show Off Bugs. But we didn't do this week because we were doing the weekly Oblivion game last April 1st, and then this is this week's one with 4 days, 52 minutes, and 14 seconds left. But we will at least start with the last week's and then do this week's, and then we'll carry on. Ships shipping ships. A Paradoha Magnifica burst through a towering cumulonimbus cloud, hurtling through the sky towards this quarry. La Comodora pointed ahead and called, "There it is, prepare for boarding." Our makeshift crew of heroes threw lines and jumped aboard the mobile defense platform high above the earth. It was eerily quiet, but as they approached the bridge, they saw Apostate in the captain's chair, chuckling to himself. He looked up from the screen. "Oh, hello there. I suppose you're here to stop me from disrupting the world's shipping network. That was fun and all, but the best part was one I never expected. The memes! Are you sure it's worth depriving the world of such hilarity?" Chrono-Ranger drawled, "I don't get the reference, but we're putting you away all the same." This one-shot requires Infernal Relics, Shattered Timelines, Vengeance, and Oblivion. Cumulonimbus. Okay. Yeah, Nimbus, I know, is a thing. Yeah, so it's a combination of things. And obviously, this is a reference to the ship. Like, quote, Andrew Cuomo. Yeah, the ship from that was all in the memes last week. Or 2 weeks ago, or something. Challenge Apostate in the mobile defense platform. With Paradoha Magnifica, yes, exactly. The world is as I say it is. Believe in my truths, believe in me. Splice the emitter beams and make fast the temporal stays. It's just good to be part of a crew once again. But, you know, with a Spanish accent. Okay, the Comodora has Flintlock and Cutlass, Rudder in the Time Stream, Take Time, and Timeless Treasure. Akash'Thriya has Akash'Flora, Cultivation, One with the Land, and Scatter Seeds. Best of Times Chrono-Ranger has By Any Means, Compounded Bow, No Executions, and the Masada. And Tachyon has Blinding Speed, Fleet of Foot, Pushing the Limits, and Synaptic Interruption. And here we have Apostate on Challenge. Whenever a demon card enters play, the top card of the villain deck is played. And the way that his usual mechanics go, he starts with Condemnation, which is Apostate's version of Fanatic's Absolution. And if you would destroy Apostate and there's a villain relic in play, you instead destroy the villain relic with the lowest HP and he flips. And on this side, when he would be reduced to 0 for your HP and there's a villain relic in play, he destroys the villain relic with the highest HP and he flips. But interestingly, if you destroy him on this side using, like, Sucker Punch, you win! Alright. Who's the real villain here anyway? Welcome to Whose Villain Is It Anyway? Alright, we have Periapt of Whoa! Runes of Malediction, and Gauntlet of Perdition. Alright, standard opening, you know. Standard opening. Oh, that's a nice power. That will get rid of our condemnation. And Profane Summons brings cards from the trash, but there's another one that brings things from the trash, right? You have 2 Profane Summons that pulls from the deck. Relic Spirit pulls from the trash, right? Yeah. Tome of the Ennoble takes Condemnation from the trash and puts it back into play. Corrupted Effigy just search for Runes of Malediction everywhere. Yeah, Apostate is a villain, but the heroes are trying to stop the meme. How rude. So I know that you have irreducible damage in here somewhere. You have irreducible damage there. You have irreducible damage there. Is that all your irreducible damages? Nope, that's not irreducible. Or that is irreducible. There's another irreducible card is what I meant to say. Yeah. So we kind of want to draw for that, I think. That's not irreducible. We want to save that. We don't want it to be accidentally destroyed out of turn. So I think it's Timeless Treasure because that gives card draw. The nice thing about Timeless Treasure is it funds itself and it gives card draw to 2 other people. And there's like no reason to use this power this turn. So we could also skip, but there's no reason if you have Timeless Treasure. No deck has cards. Skip this. Or no trash has cards. Comodora draws another Timeless Treasure. Nice. And we have lots of cards with Tachyon, or lots of card plays with Tachyon, and that's a Fleet of Foot, which is nice. And then you have it. Chrono has By Any Means, which is nice. Akash'Thriya has Akash'Thriya. Nothing that really gets seeds into the trash super easily. I guess no, Scatter Seeds exists. Is there anything hitting not highest HP right now? I guess everything hit Comodora, so no. Everything's... That would kill Akash'Thriya immediately, though. Hitting early Akash'Thriya could be nice, I guess. Oh, it does regain 2 HP immediately, so it would survive. So Akash'Thriya has play. Let's see if we can get, like, Jim's hat or something. Aha! Jim's hat. Beautiful. And we will have the card plays, or card draws to sustain it, thanks to Timeless Treasure. And, I mean, this will also get ball rolling as well. And this draws a card, even though there's no seeds in my hand or trash. That's a seed, though. And a heal to Akash'Thriya, sure. Alright, so now we got Jim's head. Jim's head. John clearly put the hat there because he stacked every single individual deck down to the card. So, because this is Best of Times Chrono, we stack the bounties on Apostate and use Chrono's Innate to spread the bounty wealth around, right? So, By Any Means on Apostate, followed by True Purpose on Runes. That's the priority because it's providing a -2 to everything. All right, now fleet push, and then we make decisions from there. Also, it's good that we didn't start with the Tome of a Noble because we would have played the entire villain deck by this point. Of course, I wouldn't have drawn all the cards, but still. How's that for Challenge Apostate? Start with every single card in play. Every card in play. All right, so Blinding Speed gives us a means of preventing the apocalypse. That's the good news. It's a bit too early for Lightspeed Barrage. That's the next card in his deck. Spoilers. I've not played this one shot. Or maybe you're joking. Or maybe you're serious. Oh well, it doesn't change anything. Doesn't change any decisions. I'm tempted to just do Synaptic, like we have 2 bursts, but like Runes and Apostate would be the targets or something like that, and that doesn't really do anything. It's gonna Synaptic it up. And now let's filter my deck. A Synaptic? We'll discard that. Build up my trash. Yet another pushing the limits. And a Sonic Vortex. So now my Sonic Vortex will target 3 targets. Sky Deck is here. Fiendish Pugilist is here. Relic Spirit is here. Gauntlet of Perdition. Okay, so no, it wasn't Apocalypse. Zetafel was lying to me. Which is a ban! All the damage. All the damage. Let's throw it there. Alright, so Demon, Relic, standard challenge play right there. Discard or destroy? I think I will discard. Flintlock and Cutlass would do 1 and 1 to the runes. Seems a bit light. Let's just keep getting set up. Oh, you predicted the book. Right, so this base power actually would work fairly well with Tachyon here, right? Because I could have used Sonic Vortex and gotten it back in 2 turns, but it would slow down the build of her deck, I think. You have ultimate target. Do I take another Timeless Treasure? Actually, 2 Timeless Treasures plus Time's Lessons means that we could play the same card every turn with 1 hero. We could put a Fleet of Foot underneath the top card of Tachyon's deck, and then she could draw that Fleet of Foot and play it too. That would be powerful. Let's go that route. This is like Team Leader Tachyon, but slower. Tachyon draws, Comodora will draw the fund, Timeless Treasure. And then what are we looking for here? You're definitely playing Ultimate Target for an extra +1. Masada would do 5 damage to the runes, so you do have actions there. I guess we could just give 1 to Akash'Thriya and 1 to Chrono. Just basically balance it out. I mean, we're drawing a bajillion cards anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh look, it's Fleet of Foot! Surprise! At the start of your turn, each hero may use a power. We don't actually have too many powers we want. Like, this is already pointing towards runes. And this expires the next time you use a power, so you don't want to use a power. This just is slow. And this, well, we basically already utilized that. Unless we want to get the other Fleet of Foot there. You won't draw it in turn. Plus, if we wanted to utilize Sonic Vortex next turn or something, we couldn't. We do have a Sucker Punch, and we could Sucker Punch the runes. And after the runes are Sucker Punched, we'd have used Fleet and Sucker. Or Burst in the Trash. We could Sonic Vortex 4 targets. It's the Gauntlets down to 2, Periap down to 1 because it has a -2 on it. well, Condemnation could take a hit. So your 2 plays are basically decided. You don't need to utilize... Actually... Oh no, there is a way to make this work. Comodora on Tachyon. Then Tachyon. And then Fleet of Foot draws Fleet of Foot. Okay. Let's do this combo again. The Wombo combo. Tachyon has to discard this card, though. Nimble Strike? Sure, I can discard. Okay, and then we keep Akash'Thriya alive. Or Akash'Thriya alive, if we can. Instantly get a seed into play. What does this one do? Whenever a villain card would be played, instead play the top card of the environment deck. Seems nice. We can also play that off of instantaneous. Yeah, we will definitely instantaneously do something. Thinking that Strangling Roots could be good, just to reduce damage by 2. Reducing this by 2. Periopt is still gonna make damage happen, so this would still deal 1 damage. But we could reduce that. And that doesn't deal damage directly. So Apostate. Wondering. These go off twice, so it's 2 damage there. This deals just 3 damage, but I guess it doesn't really 100% matter. Let's get rid of the combo wombo. When the villain does it, it's combo wombo. When I do it, it's wombo combo. And we could slow down the villain, I guess, a little bit. Stop you from building up. Seems strong. Put a Strangling Roots in the trash. Maybe it will be in play someday. Not destroy that. Ultimate target. Put that on Apostate. But instead of hitting Apostate, we hit Roots. I thought it was dealing 5, but it's actually dealing 4, but it's still in Sucker Punch range, which is nice. I want to be dealt the damage, and I'm gonna play Fleet of Foot. I wonder what card Tachyon's gonna draw. Oh my god, Fleet of Foot! Is there an achievement for playing Fleet of Foot 27 times in a game? Because I'm basically gonna accomplish that this game. I can play up to 2 cards now. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't actually want to play those cards yet. Well, okay, Sucker Punch first. Takes out the runes. Now I have 5 bursts in my trash. I play both my Sonic Vortexes right now. That would take out the 2 gauntlets. It would take out Fiendish Pugilist. Fury After Will would still be down to 2. I think that's worth. It means I made a mistake when I put a -2 on Gauntlet of Perdition, but I'm also taking on the Fiendish Pugilist. There was no valid target. Yeah, we'll do it. Spread the damage. Also, you're gonna make Relics regain a hit point. Probably still worth a tap there, or we could start hitting Apostate. Apostate. I mean, he's the main target, but we ordinarily would need to get rid of the relics unless we want the game to be elongated, but he's not playing a card next turn anyway. And now he doesn't have a -1, that's good. And now let's see if we can accelerate our deck even faster. Hypersonic Assault. I actually want that. Stops damage. Stopping damage is better. Ooh, also stopping even more damage is better. Nice. So what does Sky Deck do? I probably should have paid attention. The first time a target is destroyed, put it under its associated deck. So that means that one of the things went under the deck. Condemnation? No, Condemnation wasn't destroyed. What did we end up destroying? We destroyed... Oh, we sucker punched the runes. Okay. That's fair. Deal each hero target 1 energy damage. I do want you not to play a card. Get a structure or level into play. We get Earth. The first time a target enters play an environment card. Well, the environment's accelerating. Chrono can use a power. Asada. Be irreducible on you. We could also target it with True Purpose, I guess. But basically, we're just going to try to do irreducible damage there as much as possible. All right, 2 cards to discard. Two cards. Okay. Well, this is kind of important, although I guess we're trying to utilize Time's Lessons for drawing with Timeless Treasure. Ship Shape. Ship Shape's good. We have no equipments in our trash. We have ongoing card here that we can destroy, or a card that destroys an ongoing or environment. Seems good. We're going to utilize that someday. It's not too likely to happen now, is it? Although it does look at the bottom of my deck. Harnessed Anomaly is always fun. Guess we're ditching our combat timing. And I don't need more than 1 of these, I presume. I'm not just discarding it because I have 2 of them. I'm discarding it because I don't think I can use this power more than once, or use more than 1 power in a turn or something. I think, unless there's a card that does it, in which case I probably shouldn't have done that. There might be one, right? Temporal Rigging. Yes. Oh well. I'm not likely to want to use that power anyway. Alright, so do I harness the anomaly? Shuffle Lightning Reflexes in, and then play a Tachyon card for funsies? Might play 2 cards. Aha! Lightning Reflexes! Surprise! Actually, I don't even have 2 cards to play. Whoops. Well, I don't want to burn my hypersonic assaults. I could burn a light speed and bring it back. Don't want to lose the blinding speed. I could just destroy Battalion Gunner, I guess. Or I could destroy Birth. Slow the environment down, I guess. The environment's not terrible. 6 damage. That takes out Periapt. Although we'll be able to deal with Periapt with Masada. Let's do this on Condemnation for more damage. I want you to play. And yeah, Ship Shape. Now you get even more sustain. And then we'll do Fleet of Foot again. ABF, always be fleeting. Okay, so Comodora, Tachyon. Quick Insight's good. Akash'Thriya for the first one, and then Comodora. Then Tachyon's gonna draw. Fleet of Foot! No way! And then Chrono. Okay. Now I don't really have the HP to do this one again, so we'll just save the HP, I guess. There is one seed in play. Deal 2 targets. 2 and 2. Two targets. Are there cards here yet? There's a Strangling Roots. I want to get more seeds in the trash. That could destroy Condemnation. Redirect the Battalion Gunner damage to Strangling Roots. Destroy Condemnation. And then I can get Strangling Roots in the environment trash. Put that in the environment trash. If I give Strangling Roots a hit point, it can redirect more damage from Battalion Gunner. Although it kind of is just going to be a net effective 0. Don't destroy anything. Alright, we got a lot of bounties here. Gain a hit point. When he would be destroyed, move to the bottom instead. When that target leaves play, you may destroy a target with 4 or fewer. Well... I could try to utilize the whole gang and put it on Condemnation, and when Condemnation is destroyed, we take out the Perioptive. Whoa! But Dead or Alive's a bit better there. I mean... a little better if I had the card draw one. I do have 2 card plays. I could do it just doing my job. But then you're still gonna play... well, I guess if we can get either Sudden Contract or Kill on Sight, I would kind of prefer that. Oh, but I can't utilize both Kill on Sight and the whole gang then. Still putting Condemnation in the bottom would be more effective, right? Let's do Dead or Alive on Apostate, and then let's do no executions. This one has to go on a target. Or on a non-character target. Put it on Akash'Thriya. Target Condemnation. Now, when Strangling Roots is destroyed, we destroy a target with 3 or fewer. That would be Condemnation. It is affected by no executions. Oh no, we didn't get... I needed the whole gang. Oh shoot. Actually, okay. I played wrong. I don't want the HP. I want no executions. And I want the whole gang. That can go on Apostate. And then I target Condemnation. Always be fleeting. Concordant Helm is good. Another as the earth turns. Displaced Armory. Lightspeed Barrage. That's quick insight. Draw 3, discard 2. HUD Goggles has joined the team. I don't need more than 1 HUD Goggles. I haven't really been destroying anything too much. Although, if we get the Imp Pilfers, they will be destroying things most likely. Don't need that one. Play the HUD Goggles. And I don't want a Hypersonic Assault because the Battalion Gunner needs to deal damage. Currently have 8 bursts in my trash. Yeah, bringing up Lightspeed Barrage back instead of Fleet of Foot or something. Top card of my deck is a Sucker Punch. We can discard that. Nimble Strike. And Nimble Strike. Shield Generator. Okay, so let's save Akash'Thriya. Tachyon's always dealing herself damage. Akash'Thriya has a lot of hit points she needs to regen back someday, maybe if she can. Strangling Roots is going to destroy Condemnation, which destroys Periapt. Now Condemnation is on the bottom of the deck. Move you to the trash. Damage still happens. Apostate plays Tome. Chrono takes out the Tome. Top 10 anime betrayals. Two discards, but I draw off of one of them. We do have this now. We're theoretically going to be using this and then taking out Relic Spirit, I guess. That's not really a huge priority, though. Honestly, using this every single turn's pretty good. The rudder can go away, and I draw Temporal Rigging. At the end of your turn, a hero may use a power. Seems good. Although I guess I could have also used my base power plus something else again. We have Harnessed Anomaly. Unlocking Cutlass can go away. And I'm gonna discard a card to rearrange my cards. No thank you. Now what? Concordant Helm, and then I can draw 2 on my start of each turn. Draw a card. Ardwaha Figurehead is here. Be really powerful with Chrono. You're gonna put a Lightspeed Barrage under your top card so you can get it back. And you draw, Comodora draws, and then one of these two draw, and then Comodora draws, and Tachyon draws. Oh my god, it's Lightspeed Barrage! And Chrono-Ranger draws. And move an equipment from my trash, which has some equipments. Or I move the bottom card of my deck, which I don't know. We kind of want to leave the equipments to potentially run aground someday. We'll just move the bottom. Oh, it was a card. Okay. 4 HP, so we can't do the Wombo combo. We're gonna, as the earth turns, maybe? Or do we cultivate? Cultivate to shuffle ooh, there's 3 seeds there. Okay, that's powerful. Shuffle 3 seeds. Top card is not a seed, so we'll discard. HP to Akash'Thriya, HP to Tachyon. And then that is not a seed, so we discard it. Now we have a seed. Alright, environment is now locked down. Don't destroy. And Compounded Bow is really powerful here. But Dead or Alive and Compounded Bow. Wait, I heard Comodora's power was useless. You know, Comodora's base power with 2 timeless treasures is really powerful. You could play a card and bring it back every single turn. But I thought it was useless. Okay, damage happens. In this turn, we could stop things from dealing damage, I guess. We'll do that for a second. Give myself some breathing room. Oh, nope, I can't stop Battalion Gunner from dealing damage. Oh well. I have 3 plays, so I'm gonna play Nimble Strike. I draw Lightning Reflexes. I'll play Lightning Reflexes and Nimble Strike. Draws Accelerated Assaults. Then I'll play Lightspeed Barrage. Deal 12 damage. And I have my base power now, which sees a hypersonic. I think I don't need that hypersonic. How have I still only drawn 1 hypersonic assault? Or not hypersonic, Lightspeed Barrage. Oh look, it's Strangling Roots. Okay, so we can stop the Battalion Gunner from dealing damage. If only this worked on Akash'Thriya, but this is going to expire by that time. We'll give that to you, I guess. And you, I guess. Then you try to deal damage, but you fail. And damage doesn't happen, card play. Damage doesn't happen, there are no villain relics in play, and damage doesn't happen, so it's an empty turn. Do we just win? I think we just win. So, potential fun with Tachyon, I guess. Chrono has not drawn Hunter and Hunted. Also has no cards in his trash. I'm gonna try to get Fleet of Foot working. I can get that. Tachyon shuffles a Fleet of Foot. It will weaken the light speed. Destroy an ongoing or environment by Battalion Gunner. Play Harnessed Anomaly. Tachyon shuffles a Fleet of Foot. Draws 3, discards 2. Accelerated. Pushing the limits. Research Grant. Burst. Play. And move that to Chrono's play area. And let's get that Lightspeed Barrage back then. Or we get a second one. Nice. Nice. And there's a sudden contract. Chrono. Now we win. Don't have a card draw here. Can't do the Fleet of Foot trick because we got rid of Fleet of Foot. Just play Compounded Bow. Yeah, using power on Chrono to play Compounded Bow seems good. It's only going to be 8 damage. It's only 8 damage. do this on Akash'Thriya and shuffle, or not shuffle, but do this thing. Do this thing. Put a creeping mold in the trash. Don't use another power. And I want to scatter seeds. I will deal myself 4. I will draw 4. And I will discard 4. 1. 4. 3. 4. Now I'll move all my seeds into the trash. And then I will shuffle all the cards from the trash into the deck. That is not a seed, and that is not a seed. And I am disappointed. I expected nothing, and I was still disappointed. That's a seed. Do I search for... Yes, I search for cards that deal damage. Everyone discards. I don't care what it is, discard. Ooh, Comodora drew a card. Because you discarded a card. Surprise! Get a burst in there. Eye on the prize. That was exactly one of the ones I wanted to find. There's a Hunter and Hunted. Fortunately, I can't play Hunter and Hunted and then Eye on the Prize. But it doesn't seem to matter. Eye on the Prize. Which draws Temporal Grenade, but now I Hunter and Hunted, and the game is won. Woo! We did it! It was a hard-fought match. I got the good cover. Okay, 748. Let's play another one-shot. Safety margins. After centuries of neglect, the walls and force fields of the ruins of Atlantis have started to wear thin, making it an even more dangerous place. Adding a rampaging cosmic-powered robot and an eclectic mix of super-powered heroes will certainly make things worse. This one-shot requires no expansions. It is one of those base game one-shots. We have Cosmic Omnitron versus GI Bunker and Eternal Haka? Super Scientific Tachyon, Visionary Unleashed, Extreme Primordial's Fanatic. Hopefully I do much better than you have all week. Space Visionary. Oh yeah, it is Space Visionary. You're right. Power source unknown. Directive destroy. I may be just a soldier, but you're still going down. Alright, GI Bunker has two decommissioned hardwares, a Gatling gun and heavy plating. The Eternal Haka has Dominion, Ground Pound, Punish the Weak, Rampage. Super Scientific Tachyon has Fleet of Foot, Nimble Strike, Quick Insight, Sonic Vortex. Base Visionary has Cerebral Hemorrhage, Decoy Projection, Mind Spike, and Precognition. And Extreme Primordial's Fanatic, who, once she deals damage to a target, redirects all damage dealt by Fanatic to that target. Which I need to remember because I screwed that up last week. Brutal Censure, Chastise, Embolden, and Holy Nova. That does actually slightly screw up Embolden. Okay, so Cosmic Omnitron. Enters play Cosmic Powered Exterminator side up, puts 3 components in play, flips if there are no components. At the end of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. Advanced rules reduce damage dealt to devices by 1. And on this side, whenever a drone enters play the top card of the villain deck. Oh boy, drones are foul! And then he deals the 3 hero targets with the highest HP 4 energy damage each. Yeah. There's an argument to be made about trying to keep a component in play. Just so that so that we don't have this deck onslaught. Plus, increased damage dealt by devices. Omnitron is a device, so he would actually be dealing 3 hero targets, 5 energy damage each, which is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. It's basically a copy of one of these, I think, basically. Is it? No, it's not. It's more hero targets. It's kind of like the electromagnetic railgun, but innate. So we could try to keep the components in play, but there's also 3 components to begin with, and they are owie ones. They are owie ones. And he starts with Technological Singularity. All right. I like the way you stack the deck. Electropulse Explosive. All right, I no longer like the way you stack the deck, John. That was a mistake. That was a grave mistake. Okay. So we are currently staring down 15 damage to each hero target. Plus all these components that deal a lot of damage. This one's going to take a bit of thought. What damage do we have? Bunker has no base damage. Can provide irreducible damage, which bypasses the advanced rule. Ground pound stops damage from happening at least, so we could ignore it. No, I really don't. How good would be to ground pound, and your innate is to draw and then potentially discard a Haka card for 2 cards. And you also don't really have much damage here other than Rampage, which is pretty good damage. You have a lot of random cards potentially coming. Could at least analyze the villain deck. Make sure drones don't get played or something. Now, Holy Nova, that would be really good if we could target it towards a thing somehow. Okay. Could also chastise the Electro Deployment. Or not the Electro Deployment, but the Electro Pulse Explosive. That's a bit of a risky proposition because use her base power, then this can't deal herself damage. But chastising it is kind of like a ground pound, except worse? I don't know. They both have pros and cons. We could, if we either ground pound or chastise the Electropulse Explosive, we could focus power on Omnitron. Flip Omnitron, and with precognition, at least make sure that Omnitron doesn't play a drone, or try to, which might just happen anyway. Ground pounding at least would stop that end of turn damage from happening. But if I chastise, it's going to be really hard to damage Electropulse Explosive, period. Because it will be immune to damage. So if I chastise this round, and then I ground pound the next turn, I think that might be a bit better. Well, that's environment cards, it's not. But I was thinking of ammo drop was the power I was thinking of. If we could destroy those components with ammo drop, it'd be pretty sick. Yeah, if I chastise this turn, ground pound the next turn, at least we can ensure that we have time to take out the Electropulse Explosive outside of like Fanatic's card play and power. Do we have enough damage on this, though, to warrant focusing on it? Like, we can make damage to it irreducible. You're not ground pounding. Good rampage. Punish the Weak's a bit tricky to play because it would reduce damage to Omnitron for most of the game. But yeah, that would do 5 damage to Omnitron. You have a Nimble Strike. It's 1 damage. Fanatic could just ding, and that would be 7 damage. We can flip. Yeah, we can flip. So do I do Gatling Gun here to start getting more more expected / usual / routine / periodic damage, or do I heavy plating to try to minimize the pain of this game? I think we Gatling Gun. We need more offense. The best defense is some great offense. And it's better to discard equipments because we can bring them back. I don't need Panzerbuster next turn. Right? Because you will flip. Yeah. When do you flip back? Oops. If there are any components in play, you flip back. But that's at the start of your turn. I guess it doesn't matter which one I discard. I'm going to get rid of heavy plating. And then I rampage. Draw. Do not have a Haka card. Alright. Fleet. Always be fleeting. I think we have to do Nimble Strike here. In order to get enough damage. So, who do we target with Experiment? Tachyon's always fun. What are the chances on Bunker? He's gonna reveal 2 modes, watch. Be interesting to get Bunker set up faster, but Bunker's a bit clunky anyway. Haka could be a cool setup. He has a lot of one-shots and a lot of ongoings and some equipments. Visionary has a lot of one-shots and a lot of ongoings. But I kind of want to wait on that until I can at least use Suggestion to roll the deck, maybe. Like, so Suggestion right now would pull Technological Singularity, which is bad. But if I can put a component on top, at least it seems better. I'm gonna experiment on myself and reveal a one-shot and an ongoing limited, so it failed. Thanks for stacking the deck, John. All right, don't want a drone on top. Well, I guess we're getting sedative flechettes. Better to get that out of the way earlier rather than later. Destroy all hero ongoing cards. So it is a good idea that we did Chastise then, because Chastise would be destroyed earlier than expected, which means we would be able to damage Electropulse Explosive. Player draws 2 and discards 1. That player is always Tachyon. Because bursts. Yeah. We still Chastise, because that's still 11 damage we're staring at right now. Now, the thing that screws us up is if Roots of Atlantis forces a card play. Like if Sedative Flechettes is played at the start, we're done. Actually, this would go off first because of order of operations, but the one that would be bad is Atlantean Font of Power. That is a 1 out of 15 chance, which means it is a 100% chance because John set this one shot up. And every time I say that, I'm just being facetious. End of days. Leaking room. Well, that kind of screws up everything. So we can't play cards, and we still have this Electropulse explosive staring at us. Maybe I chose poorly. Maybe I don't want this extra damage happening before I'm set up. Still a lot of damage happening there. All right, no, do that. Your innate's not going to do anything, so let's draw 2. Discard. Hope we stay alive. Let's draw. We have a Haka card yet? Not. There's a Haka card. Not myself. That is unfortunate. I can't play a card off that. But I do have a Synaptic Interruption, which redirects Electropulse damage. So that saves us. Okay. Skipping here is better than doing 1 damage. Still can't play cards. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that is definitely redirecting. Could redirect it to Omnitron, but then I would be dead next turn, so there's no point in doing that. And then we have Drone. And then destroy all equipments, which destroys Gatling Gun. And then that's 5 damage. Okay, I see how this one shot is mischievous. A reason to use my base. This base is fine because I draw a card with it. And I have a Haka of Battle. I'm gonna discard it. Because it's unlikely that we're... I don't know. I want more cards. Savage Mana could be good. Get all the drones there. Up the extra plays. Experimenting on myself. Maybe we can stop damage happening. Oh. There's a hypersonic. There's a light speed. There's a synaptic. That might work. Am I gonna play a card now? The Kraken. Bye, Fanatic. Drone. Terraforming. Which plays drone component. Gotta keep Tachyon alive. Might not matter at all. Haka's gone. So there goes ground pound. And now we find a way to win. Yeah, that's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. What is the path to victory? Yeah, no, I know. Did you win this on your first attempt? I mean, you claim you always do. I think you said the only time that you didn't win was like the random start ones or something. Okay, I'm thinking there might be a way to finagle this at this point. You did with no ink caps. Wow. Look at you, Mr. Special. Hypersonic at least stops damage from happening. Unless a Kraken comes out, in which case I'm dead. But Hypersonic, we also have a AoE here. We have an AoE here. Can't play more than one of these cards though, so it'd be HUD Goggles and Hypersonic. You could play more with that innate, or with that one. Select a target at the start of your turn, all hero damage is redirected to that target, so we could potentially do something great with Sonic Vortex next turn if there are a lot of targets in play. It's a risky proposition. How many Krakens are left? There's 2 Krakens. There's a hallway collapse that would just end it immediately. So we could just be staring at game over immediately, unless I wanted to like use mass levitation. That seems wrong. Mystical defenses would also end it. So what, that's actually a 4 out of 12 chance that the game's immediately over? Pillars of Hercules and Atlantean Fauna Power are also bad and would make that a 50% chance of game over. Phosphorescent Chamber, if it comes out, would actually be really good. If you play Sedative Flechettes, well, I know you can't deal damage. Honestly, Electropulse Explosive would be the best thing to see. Assault Drone would be bad. Automaton Drone would be bad. Repair Drone is whatever. Just wondering if I should try to set up something for the Kraken to hit that's not Tachyon. Unless I put out Synaptic, but I do have also 2 Lightspeed Barrages here. You do have this component. You do need a DOE 7 so you don't flip back. You flip back. Actually, is it bad if you flip back? You would play 2 cards for sure. Versus potentially only 1, or potentially 15. I'm gonna do grenade launcher. Do a hit here for sure. Psychic Maelstrom. Maybe. We have a hypersonic that's dealing 1. If I hit... Hey DF, if I hit you, then hypersonic puts it down to 1 and then Kraken would hit it. I think we need to control the environment. Like, we need to use prophetic vision to make sure that we don't lose on the environment turn. Tachyon plays HUD goggles. And Tachyon plays hypersonic. You have the intuition that I'm supposed to supply Omnitron with components via Tachyon's power. Yeah. Well, yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know. It seems that flipping Omnitron turn 1 was a bad move. If Hallway Collapse comes out, Synaptic saves Tachyon. Focus my deck again. Always focus my deck. Always discard cards. Decoy Projection would also save Visionary, but we gotta control the environment. Kraken and 2 Seaweeds. Kraken's better because that's a target for the thing. What we need to do... I guess we didn't actually do the thing, no. So he is gonna flip. And redirect all hero damage to Omnitron. See if we could pull this out. Do I want to hit the repair drone or do I want to hit Tachyon? Actually, I kind of want to hit Tachyon. Oh man, I'm gonna die. This is how I die. But that does repair the electromagnetic railgun. But am I dead? That is bad. That's actually really bad. That ongoing is really bad. I guess we can destroy it. It is now down to Tachyon. Tachyon is the solo hero. Woo! Tachyon! Oh, man. Well, Tachyon, you may use a power. Oh, okay. Fine. And that almost killed Tachyon. Oh my god. Okay, well. You are going to play cards. You are going to play cards. All hero damage is redirected to Omnitron. Is there a random +1 we can have? No. Okay, well. Tachyon show. By quick insight to maybe draw lightning reflexes and end up not profiting at that point. Seems bad. Close. Close. But no cigar. A lot of those experiments were misses. Come on, environment, don't do hallway collapse. You did the Kraken. That's a fitting music end right there. You lose! You lose! You lose. Okay. Let's try again, but this time with more enthusiasm. This one's a hard one. So... looks like we don't have a means of stopping the environment doing the thing. So we're gonna have 2 rounds of no card plays, kind of forced upon us. Good look, we only ever experimented on Tachyon and it was largely a failure. So do we experiment on someone else with our future knowledge now? I mean, obviously what my initial strategy did not work, so... We also had that terrible, very bad sedative flechettes there. So how much damage was this? 6, 12, 16, 20 versus 15. Yeah, 20 damage is worse than 15. Yeah, no, I put the flechettes on top, but there were 2 drones on top. I think it was 2 repair drones and a flechettes. So, like, if we destroy the components, you're still gonna play the flechettes. Unless I don't put the flechettes on top. But if I don't put the flechettes on top, put a drone on top, which plays whatever the card after that was. I think it was a... was it drones and then technological singularity, or was it just technological singularity? Either way, we're getting a flechettes or a singularity. Did not flip him turn 1. Okay, boomer. So we have 1 card play. Choose wisely. Also, ongoings will be destroyed. Or we don't destroy ongoings, but still. Not really good. As you type this, you can't move because you threw out your back. Weong. Weong. And there's a chance if I experiment on Visionary, I could look at the environment and get rid of the 2 terrible cards on top. That's the only play that would work. Or experiment on Bunker and maybe get an adhesive foam grenade. It's the only thing that would stop us from being frozen for 2 turns. The only hero that was ever able to do anything in those 2 turns was Tachyon's experiments. I also forced Tachyon to draw a bajillion cards here. So there could be an argument to be made that I don't target Visionary with this, or Tachyon with this. That is one thing I did that worked well. Yes! I did one thing right! Take that! This is a puzzle. What if I throw as much damage on the EPE? Page for 5. Break for 1. Brutal Stencher for 2. Well, I guess the problem though is that then I'm not chastising, which was still it. I can always cheat undo it. Yeah, because we're no longer going for the mint pyramid style. I could just do every single experiment and see what it is. I don't like that. That's cheating. That's cheating. I'm still gonna, well, I did Gatling gun last turn, right? We did Gatling gun still. Every single one of these is an ongoing other than a rampage. If I don't flip you, you just play the 2 drones. Which means I don't need to use precognition here, which means I could do Mind Spike. You can't play this card next turn, so he'll just do that. Okay. See what Visionary has in store. Discards. Do. Let's see what Bunker has in store. Discards. Do. Let's see what Haka has in store. An elbow smash and a Haka of shielding. Fanatic has Final Dive and Holy Nova. Or no, yeah. Dive, Holy Nova. So we can get down to 6 and then 4. And then we can experiment next turn and get that final dive. Yeah, while we're at it. We have an ongoing one-shot. That's a good sighted Fleshat's placement. And Ruins of Atlantis has... These cards do not have keywords. Do any of your cards have keywords? Appendage. Appendage is the solo keyword. The only way that Experiment works on Ruins of Atlantis is if it plays 2 Krakens. That's amusing. So the only successful experiments were on Haka and Fanatic. What was Haka's again? Elbow Smash and Haka of Shielding. Or 2 Primordial Seeds, true. Discarding for Tachyon's probably still better. And then we know still that we got the 2, or not the 2, but we will get the redirection one. That's nice. But yeah, we'll do damage. And now we can do this thing. Grenade launcher. Omni cannon. I guess it doesn't really matter what the draws are because you're never gonna get these played. Mare. And Haka of Battle. Blinding Speed. Blinding Speed. Mind Spike. Cerebral Hemorrhage. End of Days. And Final Dive. Gonna get End of Days turn 1, I guess. That actually completely undoes what I just did with Tachyon, I'm guessing. But then we flip Omnitron, and then Omnitron destroys ongoings. I think we want to do this on Visionary. Gotta get better Visionary cards. Get a Prophetic Vision. We'll not be able to play that for another 2 turns, but got a Prophetic Vision. Yeah, End of Days would destroy the ongoings and would flip Omnitron. That's what I said / meant. I guess the thing is I can't Final Dive, or I can't Chastise. Was part of it. So actually I should have not thing with Tachyon? The plan was to use the play off Fanatic to final dive the Electro Pulse, but that's not going to happen now. Unless I Brutal Censure and we get 4 damage, everyone. Ow. Well, I will live with this decision, or I will die by this decision. Most likely I will die by this decision. Oh no, I have a damage here. No, it's not enough damage. Wait, no, it is enough damage. I can make it enough damage. Okay, never mind, we're fine. Chastise stops the damage. But now I can't damage the EP. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it. Still do this though because it lowers the damage from EPE. Is going to be 5 damage, by the way. Maybe this is wrong. Feels wrong. Trying to force good gameplay on me is really bad. But now we have drone, and then we have drone. You can't play cards. Damage dealt to you. Oh, I guess we also had 2 damage from Gatling Gun, didn't we? We have hit points! Yay! Yay! Hit points! Okay. Oh good, brain burn. That's what we needed. Leaking room was destroyed. Leaking room was played. And boom goes the dynamite. Still seems bad. It's actually worse. Am I just dead? You just die? Yeah. Gonna start. Restart. Yeah, so that was a bad play. But if I did End of Days, Omnitron still flips. But then I don't waste all my efforts trying to minimize the EPE damage. And again, all my efforts were spent trying to destroy the components, but actually if I end of days, then I don't need to spend all my efforts doing things. Still sucks though, because the environment always will play hard. What order of operations is the damage on sedative flush? Damage first and then destroy the ongoings. So ground pound's actually better then. If I ground pound, I can't end of days. But that would stop this start of turn damage plus the sedative flechette's damage. But then we still have to deal with the EPE. And the sedative flushes only happens if we put it on top of the deck. If we don't do it this turn, then we can't ground pound the next turn. Alternatively, if I don't end of days, just chastise the EPE and then do the synaptic interruption trick and just ignore everything around the EPE. Was Gatling gun actually doing anything? I think I put heavy plating instead if I'm not getting the Gatling gun benefit. And it basically just gets destroyed. Should I even play the equipment because it gets destroyed and I get dealt 5 damage on that turn, or 4 damage if it's still front side, which basically counters the damage. What if I don't ground pound? Or what if I ground pound, I don't end of days? And I do the redirection on the EPE. I control the villain deck and put sedative flechettes on top. Forget what the card after that was, though. Was it the damage, the destroy equipment card, or was it the automaton drone? I don't remember. I think I just don't do this. We're not doing damage this turn either. Are we? Chastising. Or ground pounding, so you're not dealing damage. You didn't reveal damage things. We might as well just play quick insight on your turn. Just skip. And hoard all the cards now on bunker. And so I have to experiment on Tachyon so that I can get to the synaptic interruption. I want to get that sedative flechettes out of the way. And the draws on Visionary were trash. Focus Tachyon. Oh, I chastised it still. Oh, that was wrong. Chastise it. It's currently not dealing damage. Skip. So, now that we know the environment's stopping us from playing cards, how about we don't play cards ourselves? We're protesting this one shot. That's what this has come down to, is protests. Alright, automaton drone. So this damage happens. We're much healthier than we were at the last one. That was basically your first round plus some ineffectual card plays. So I'll be better set up with more options. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! With the -1 on devices, I can't really utilize Kill the Spirit too effectively, I think. Plus, I can't play cards still. Of course I can't play cards still. Why would I play cards now? I am not redirecting that damage. Not redirecting that damage. I'm redirecting that damage! Oh. I wanted to take out the EPE. I got so excited to do 17 damage to Omnitron, I forgot I probably should take out the EPE. Which I did make damage to Omnitron irreducible, but I know. Okay. So he's not comboing drones. That's nice. Can I play cards? I was told this was a card game. Also, is the Kraken coming out now? That not to play. You may draw cards and look at them. You can't play them, but you can look at them. That's the game. Welcome to the newest Greater Than Games game. Drawing cards, the card drawing game. Can I play End of Days now, please? Yeah, so those are some Fanatic cards, right? Has Fanatic done anything in this game yet? Oh, good, Kraken. Okay. Now things are cracking. Alright. Omnitron, what do you play at this point? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, we're right, terraforming. Your one shot ruined my stream? What? What happened? Or am I just boycotting and that's bad or something? I dream of the day that we have Wrathful Retribution. I dream of that day. I dream of that day. Alright, now you have cards. What do I do with cards? Do I have Rampage? Still in this tight spot where it's like, do I destroy components and then he spams drones, or do I leave the components in and then be dealt a bajillion damage? Either way, I'm dealt a bajillion. Does Kraken play? I think it was Kraken. Oh, it wasn't Kraken. This was, yeah, 12 cards. We said this was a 50% chance. Oh, we collapse. Mystical Defenses, Atlantean Font of Power, and Pillars. What came out was a Kraken. I was not taking a one shot to take off. No, it's fine. I wasn't sure if I was going to take all the time on this or not. I kind of expected maybe I could get the ultimate Mad Bomber Blade game in, but you know, if it's a hard one shot, then obviously I can't. But you know, I was gonna play 2 one shots because I have to make up for last week. So this was always going to be a 2 one shot week, and 2 games sometimes takes up 2 hours, you know. So no, it's fine. Trying to figure out the path in this game is tricky, but not every one shot should be easy. And I like puzzles. Okay. Now we could End of Days, I guess, to wipe the board. That would mean I don't have to utilize Rampage and hit ourselves for 2 when we're already hurting. If I make damage to Omnitron Irreducible, then Hypersonic gets through, and that way, when you do flip, you don't deal damage. If I End of Days, the Kraken comes out, though, and when the Kraken comes out, it's going to hit one of us. The winning move is to experiment on him turn 1. Oh man, that sounds beautiful and diabolical. Well, if I'm making damage to Omnitron irreducible, then the winning play is Gatling Gun. Now I play Gatling Gun? I do Rampage then. Automaton drone, or sorry, assault? No, yeah, automaton drone will be down to 1, and then Kraken can hit it. So we take 1 for the team. But we should be set up now to think about winning. Maybe. Play all these cards. Now the problem is, well, I can rewind now, but if I do this on Tachyon and it does Sucker Punch, which it didn't, okay. But we need to leave that automaton drone alive. What do we do here? Did we prophetic vision? I think we prophetic visioned and we saw what? Oh yeah, the 2 toxic seaweeds. We don't need to do that this turn, no. Can wait for next turn. Get out a decoy projection. So that we can keep Visionary alive, I guess. Because we don't know what is going to be played here. Just start wailing. Drone, ongoing. Yeah. And this time we have all our heroes alive. But now our means of ongoing destruction is blinding speed. Instead of something else. Fanatic is actually kind of helpful here with Divine Focus. This is kind of interesting. Could final dive the automaton drone, I think. That's my plan. But now I use grenade launcher. Do 2 on Omnitron. 2 on the... Oh, leave that guy alive for the Kraken. Final dive the automaton drone. Now immune to Radiant. Gonna keep drawing cards. You have another ground pound, actually? No. How many bursts are in her trash? 12. Could potentially wait one more round. Rid of that. Synaptic. Basically gamble that we can survive one more round. So that my light speeds hit harder. That hypersonic would have also been nice to have. I don't really want to undo to do that though. We'll just discard Research Grant. Oh, I have another play. Oh, never mind. I do get it. Okay. For some reason I thought I was out of card plays. I will accept this. Doesn't take... The Kraken then doesn't deal damage. But... the Assault Drone also doesn't deal damage. It's win-win. What's in my deck? Reveal ongoing limited. Was that what I revealed at this point? Oh. Well, better to play these. I guess the Kraken's gone. Okay. My whole plan for the Kraken was, you know, a wash, but... Alright. So we should now win this. I think. There's no way Tachyon dies, right? Unless you play all your drones at once? We do want to get rid of the power one, or do we care about this one? Care about that one. Be more aggressive here. We don't know what you're playing is the unfortunate thing. Can't control it in any capacity. Do the damage. You're playing. I do that so you can discard another burst. Tachyon is now down to 0 cards. Calculated. Oh, there's precognition. Oh, you can do more damage to Omnitron. That's sick. Oops, I slipped. And there's Wrathful Retribution. Okay. We just win? Oh. Okay, if that's your play, then that's just your play. Okay. That's the way you want to do it. Wail on him now. Oh, I could have drawn a card on Bunker. It doesn't matter. Can there be a button for discarding your hand? Choose for me. And Interpolation Beam is gone. I wonder how I'm going to win this one. Okay. Success! This was a triumph. Making a note here, huge success. Only a fine cover, unfortunately. So yeah, we needed to have won on the second try to get near mint. Oh well, that was hard. We still got this bug. Actually, why is it? Oh, I see. It's not even a bug. Okay. It just goes back and forth between local and online. I have an online cover on Up to His Old Tricks, and local covers everywhere else. Beautiful. And look, we have an Oblivion one-shot that I didn't do. But I guess we'll be getting to one-shots more often. And maybe next week we'll continue with our, playthrough of all the villains in difficulty order, or whatever the challenge shall be called. But that does wrap up things this week on Dolphin's Dive with Lou Dolphin. We are here every Thursday at 7 p.m. with Lou Dolphin. The other streams on this channel include Luck of the Seamus on Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern, Handelabra Live at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, Dolphin's Dive on Thursdays at 7 p.m., the Sentinels Workshop Dev Stream on Fridays at 1 p.m., and Spirit Island Saturdays on Saturday at 7 p.m., and Tales from the Archive every Sunday at 6 p.m. I am Lou Dolphin. The other streamers that appear on this channel are Migrant P, aka John, Seamus the Hug Monster, aka Seamus, Jeremy, whose username I do not remember, and another Letdown, aka Zach. And yeah, Handelabra has produced games that include Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island. They are available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. And if you have Uncle Slam, you should consider yourself lucky because it is no longer available. But that was a previous Handelabra product before they got into digital games. I guess technically it was a digital game, but that was their implementation of a video game or something like that that failed, I guess. Sorry. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your stay, and peace out. Oh, we should put some music on, since this was largely a Cosmic Omnitron game. Let's put Cosmic Omnitron up. All right, have a good night, everyone.